How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Big D here. It's time to review Mad Men Season 7, Episode 12, titled Lost Horizon. There are only 2 more episodes left this whole season. This is, again, the final season. Just 2 hours left to conclude the story. I don't even know. There are no words that can be spoken on how I feel about this whole show. I mean, it's beautifully done. It's amazing, and... you know, what did I think about this episode overall for episode 12 of season 7? Spoiler review. Should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons and final score. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And, yeah, let's get right to it and see what I thought about this mysterious Mad Men episode. So, first off, a new office. Of course, McCann, bought out Cooper, Roger Cooper, Sterling. I can't even get the company right. It's been a while. So they got a new office, basically, and Dawn leaves, sadly. Not Dawn. I mean, Dawn, the secretary Dawn left, and she said bye to Roger and everything. So they get Miller. Miller's going to have a meeting with them and everything, and they're talking about Diet Miller, Miller beer. And it's guys who want to, not have a big waistline. And I was true, Diet beer. Anyway, Joan is having a problem, basically, with this guy. His name's Dennis, I believe, and he's such a douche to her, man. And it's just, again, realistic on how guys, oh my gosh, what happened to my hair? And, they're just douches, and he's like, do it yourself. And I'm thinking to myself, why do you guys have to be douches? I know it's the 70s, but, gosh, just treat them equal. Don't treat them like dirt, I mean... It really pisses you off, and you want to hit him in the face, and then though he'd beat me up real bad. But still, it's what a jerk, man. I try to impress Joan. I wouldn't try to be on her bad side. Anyway, Miller has the meeting. Dawn walks out. Basically, Dawn and Betty have a moment together. Where not a moment, but it's basically where's the kids? Where's Sally? I was supposed to pick her up and everything. And Betty's actually cool. She's not that's usually Betty's nagging. So Dawn is driving, and he's going to Wisconsin, and who shows up in a little cameo? Bert Cooper is right next to him. He goes to Bert Cooper, giving him wisdom, and I just love it. I mean, Bert Cooper is just one of the amazing things about Mad Men, and I just think it was a beautiful send-off when he sang that song, what was it, Waterloo, or episode 7 or 6 of this season, where he was just singing and he did that musical number because he has a musical background, that actor. Beautiful, man, how he had a cameo out. I clapped. I was like, oh, Bert Cooper's back, baby. Back from the dead. He's never dead, actually. He's in our hearts. Anyway, Peggy's office is ready at the new office. So Joan threatens McCann, basically saying, I want my money, or else I'm going to, stand up with all the other secretaries and go against you. So he tells her to get out. Again, Joan's, getting hated on by guys, which, gross people. Let Joan be free. Dawn is Bill Phillips, or Phillips. Bill Phillips. He has, an identity where he goes, and he's actually looking for Diana Bauer, which is the girl, the waitress that we've seen over the past couple episodes that he's had a connection with, I guess you could presume, had a connection. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, excuse me for saying a lot. So he fakes it and everything, goes to this girl, the Bauer house, and he's like, yes, you want a fridge of Miller beers, and you could either get the gold fridge or the white fridge. And, of course, I'm talking about, beer taste, I mean, the color of the fridge. And he's looking for Diana. Like I said, Roger and Peggy drink, and that's the photo you see, man, where he's just once more from the top. He's playing, the piano and everything, or organ. It's not an organ, I'm sorry, piano. And Peggy's just roller skating, and I'm just I was laughing because they're enjoying themselves, yet they're being stupid, yet they're being funny, and this is what I'm going to miss about them. And just Roger himself, man. And Peggy, Peggy owned it this episode, man. Peggy always owns it every episode. I'm not going to even hate her. At first, when I seen her in season 1, I was like, this girl, she's nothing. Shut up, Facebook. She's nothing, and then she totally just evolved. And again, every character evolved, but Peggy is one of the most interesting characters out of all. Obviously, Mad Men, one of the main and one of the best. Very well written. So anyway, Joan leaves, basically. I don't know if she left the whole office, but she leaves, most likely. She took the picture of her son and everything. And Dawn picks up this guy while driving away from Wisconsin. He basically, the Bauer guy kicks him out. The guy, and he's like, I don't know where Diana is. Last time she was like in New York or something. So he kind of, bitches him out and then just throws him out. So that's the episode, man. What did I think about it overall? I'm going to give you my pros first. The music, man. They ended off with David Bowie. This is ground control to, what is it, Major Tom. And you really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirt you wear. I mean, gosh, it's the music overall. I love it. It's freaking amazing. The ending again, how he just picks up a hitchhiker. It's like Mad Men always has those endings where you don't know. It doesn't even have to make sense. It's just go with it. Just go with it. It's the art. Cinematography overall, I do like the cinematography. And did anyone get that vibe when Don was like pushing against the window ceiling? He's like, suicide. The one he's like, the intro and everything. I was getting that moment. Like, he wasn't gonna do it that episode, but I'm thinking a little nod. Like open the window, goodbye world, and then just fall. But could have been me, but I was getting a little hint there. It's funny. It's very funny. I mean, just the way Roger is, and just all the characters the funny parts at least were very funny and humorous. Joan, her story arc, man, she was going at it, man. She's having enough. She's trying to keep her cool, but yet she can't keep her cool. She's working around a bunch of morons in this new office, and Joan's way smarter than that. Also, Don driving and how he tried to be another guy. I thought he was trying to do another identity and start a new life. I know it's kind of stupid that I thought about that, but I was like, oh, he's a new guy. Oh my gosh, he's trying to, go into people's houses and everything. But again, he goes back to his old Don Draper voice. Donald Draper. Peggy's arc is intense. I mean, Peggy's arc and everyone's intense again with Jonah. Realistic things that they're dealing with in this, realistic world stuff back in the 70s too, and now going on today. And Meredith. Does anyone have a feeling that Meredith, obviously she's not, but does anyone have a feeling that she's like playing dumb? That she's not actually dumb, but she's playing dumb? Obviously the actress is, but I'm saying Meredith, I feel like she's just conning all of us, and at the end she's going to have a Harvard degree or something. The boss at McCann, or I don't even know his name, I think his name's Jim. He reminds me of James Spader, and that's a good thing. James Spader is a fantastic actor. Pretty sexy, James Spader. Overall, that's my pros. Now, the only cons, this is a slow episode. There are some slow moments, and there are some moments where I was kind of thinking, this ain't that good of an episode, It's a little bit slow. I'm not really liking it. It's going to be one of those episodes where last week was better. This week sucked. But it overcome it, man. No Stan. They only mentioned Stan. Stan's like 2 floors down. Go say hi to him. Go say hi to Stan. I want to see my Stan. I need to see that beard and I need to see that hair. This is how I focus in life. The Miller meeting, kind of a waste when you think about it, when Dawn just walks out. I know the artistic style and everything, what they're going for, but still, it was kind of a waste. Like, walking in and then Dawn does that, look like, funny. Shall we sit down? Like that face. I was like, oh, no, it's going to be one of those moments. And, some parts are not needed. Like, they showed Dawn getting out of his car, going to go pee. Is it really needed? Is those scenes really needed? Just the 6-second scenes, just getting out, I'm gonna walk, and then that's it. Cut to another scene. You really shut down a road just to film a scene like that. Anyway, overall, it's not a bad episode. It's not a great E+. Overall,
I do like the story arcs that's going on Joan and Peggy overall, and just how she walks in with the octopus that's pleasuring a woman, and she's just walking, strutting, and I think she has a cigarette, and everyone's just looking at her, and you go girl, so overall it's pretty interesting, pretty fun, and I can't wait. I have 2 more episodes left. This is the 90th episode, by the way. 90 hours of Mad Men. This is it, guys. Next week is titled The Milk and Honey Route, and episode 14 is titled Person to Person. A little bit disappointed with that last episode title, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll see you guys for the next one. Thanks so much. Hit that subscribe button for more Mad Men videos. Hit that like if you enjoyed the review, and comment down below. Let me know what was your favorite part of this episode. I'm sorry I'm 2 days late. Promise, I won't be 2 days late next time. The Spock be with you always.